Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to share with you all my 127 yard sale haul. We went, I think 2 or 3 days to browse for it. 2 of those days were very unsuccessful. The first day because we both have had COVID, and then after COVID we had strep, so it has been a rough few weeks here. I apologize for the lack of video in that time frame, but we are starting to feel a lot better. And then on the second day we went out, the rain kind of got to us. Well, we got rained out, y'all. I will have to pick this back up tomorrow. But I will go ahead and jump into this video. We found some really good stuff and everything was priced very well. So one of the first things I found was this box of Shiny Brights. They are all pink and then there's one blue, and I think I gave $2 for this box, which if you collect Shiny Brights, you know that is a very good price. They're usually a lot more than that, but I really like these. And I do a nostalgic vintage Christmas tree, so I think these are going to go so pretty on there. And the next thing I picked up is this little book. You all know I'm all about Halloween time. That is my favorite time of the year, and when I seen this book say The Creepers, I had to have it. It's going to be so cute with something stacked on it. I mean, or even displayed just on my bookshelf in a row. And I think this was $1, I'm pretty sure. Sticking with Halloween, I found a basket filled with some fall flowers, and I noticed inside of it there were these 2 little flocked witches just sticking in the flowers. And I know these flocked pieces like this, especially Halloween, can be highly sought after. So to find these was a very big surprise for me, and I love them. They both have this glorious nose, spooky little eyes, little witch hat. I will probably display these in a picture. I don't have one right now to show it to you, but that is probably how I'm going to do this. And I gave her $1 for the basket. I did trash the basket and the flowers because they were not good quality. They were really old and the basket was broken. So I just wanted these guys, and I got them for $1. And I have also been on the hunt for more fall items. I don't have a lot of fall decor. Well, fall specific decor. I feel like my house looks like fall time year round just because that is my color palette, but I really don't have a lot of like orange and maroon and all those real pretty fall colors and florals or anything like that. I did have a lot of it, but I'm pretty sure I got rid of it when we moved here a few years ago, so yeah. But I found this little pack of dried, I'm pretty sure this is baby's breath. Gyps, it says gyp. I'm not going to say the rest of the word because I probably won't even get it right, but it's just this really pretty burgundy color. I hope you can see that. And I gave $1 for this. I'm pretty sure you can buy this kind of stuff at Hobby Lobby also. So if you are looking for stuff like this, check there. It's going to be in their dried floral section. It won't be in with their faux flowers. And the last little Halloween piece I found was this really cute vintage little trinket. The pumpkin opens and it has these little baby pumpkins and the ghosty in there. But I think this is so cute. I love it. This will go, I think, on my hutch. I'm pretty sure something is broke off the front of it. Oh, she's holding a little pumpkin behind her back. I love it. This was so cute. This was $1/4. And then I also found this vintage iron-on transfer. So I used to make t-shirts, anything really. If you hear noises in the background, the cat is running an obstacle course at the moment, so that's what's going on. But I found this little transfer, and again, I used to make t-shirts and I had a heat press, but I no longer do. And I don't really trust the iron alone to keep this adhered to a shirt. So I don't know if I'm gonna put this on a shirt. I may end up putting it on a tea towel and style it in my dining room. But that's what it looks like. This little vintage Santa post. He appears to be responding to his letters with candlelight and a quill. So, you know, we love that. This came in a big tote filled with ribbons and craft stuff, and I paid $1 for everything. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the rest of what it came in that tote. I did end up taking everything out of their original packaging, cleaned it up really good, and I have kind of organized it to the way I need it to be. So there were several packages of these miniature ornaments in their original packages. They are vintage, but the packages were water damaged, had stains all over them, smelled bad, and I just don't want to keep stuff like that. So I took them out and put them all in this little baggie. There are peppermints, booties, trees, Santas, little bulbs, so much cute stuff. Now, last year on my nostalgic tree, I used mini ornaments like this to make a garland, and I put it on that Christmas tree. So I may end up doing that with these. Well, some of this. I'm sure I'm going to use the brushes in my hutch. The trees. I'm sure I'm going to use the trees in my hutch. But the rest of it, I think I'm going to string into another little garland. If not, these would also be pretty styled in little... Sorry guys, I had to move you. The sun is moving. Honey! The sun is coming in and lighting in this place is terrible. But what I was saying, this stuff would be cute in a glass jar displayed. So I would just put all of these little goodies in the jar, or again, string it into a garland. And so did all of this trim and lace, tassels even, just all kinds of goodies. Now, like I said, I didn't have fall, so I seen these real pretty fall leaves in that maroon color and the orange color. And then I'm always using trims for projects. I love to do DIYs and I make stuff all the time. So this stuff will come in handy, and if you are creative yourself, you know that this stuff can be expensive. All of these were on their original rolls. Most of it was vintage, but again, those rolls were water damaged, stained, smelled bad. And even the ribbon smelled bad. So what I done, I took everything off of its package, and then I made a bucket full of steaming hot water, and I put, I think, 4 scoops of our laundry soap in it, and I just let these sit overnight. And the very next day the water was filthy, so I emptied that, reran the water, rinsed all of these. Oh, okay. You good? Oh, hello. What's up? She is pissed. So yeah, I rinsed all of these out and then added them back into that water bath I made. But now they smell really good. They are clean. They have been outside in the direct sunlight to disinfect and dry. So all of this is good to go now. Now the laundry soap that I use is actually Sarah from Sarah's October Home. It's her recipe. She shared a video several months back, and I remade that the exact way she did, and we still have about half of one of those glass candy jars with the flat lid. I don't know, maybe they're a gallon size, I'm not sure, but we still have half of that full. So it has really lasted us a very long time. So if you are on the hunt for a cheap laundry soap alternative, that is for sure the way to go. I will try to link her video in my description box for you guys, just in case you are interested. She has full in-depth everything she used and how to make it. And I'm pretty sure she said to only use 1 tablespoon. Sometimes we use 1 tablespoon, sometimes we use 2, but like I said, on these I used 5 just because how nasty they were. But now they are good. So once these completely dry, I'm going to roll them up and add them to my ribbon bin. I don't even know where to start. Well, I had to take a brief intermission, more like several hours intermission, so I don't even remember where I stopped, but I think we were talking about ribbon, maybe not. Anyways, this is some more ribbon that I found. This was like an emerald green velvet, very pretty. And last year I'd done a Frenchy moody Christmas tree in here, and I think I'm going to do it again this year, but this time I want to add more green to it. So these were on rolls also, but it's just easier for me to store them, to take them off and put them a rubber band around it like this. Man, you cannot eat my fake plant. I got those 3. I got these. This is going to go beautifully on that tree. I already have some things that are diamond patterned on it, but I found this big roll. I think it's, yeah, 10 yards, so this will be beautiful. And this little piece I want to use on the nostalgic vintage Christmas tree. Maybe I may make something else with it, but it's just like a starchy fabric type of ribbon. Very cute. At that same yard sale, I got 2 more rolls of ribbon. These were not included in that big box where I got everything for $1, but I got this one. So this is a pretty big roll, and this is about 5" wide, and it's this beautiful golden toile. Y'all know I love me some toile. I can't say that, so don't make fun. But my plan for this is to make some curtain tiebacks. I changed up the curtains. Okay, rotten butt. She is insane. You guys, overlook her. But my plan for this is to make some curtain tie backs. I recently changed the curtains in our bedroom, and I think this is going to make the most beautiful tie backs ever. I will probably share that with you all, how I do it. And lastly, from that yard sale, I got this roll of ribbon. So I got this thinking I could use this for Mom's wedding, but I don't know if we're going to use it or not. I don't think she likes it that much, but I like it regardless, so I'll find something to do with it. Plus, this is kind of the vibe in my dressing room, and this I think is 25 yards. Yeah, so there is quite a bit on here, and it's a brand new roll, but I paid $5 for all of those, I think, which is a pretty good deal because ribbon is very expensive, especially when you buy it in larger rolls. Alright, and the last of the ribbon that I got in the big lot, so the lot I was talking about earlier, I paid $1 for everything. So the rest of it is everything on this side. So a bunch of pearl trims and beads. These are on satin, sequins, and even some tassels. So I got all of that plus all those ribbons and the Christmas, the miniature Christmas bag and the iron-on thing. I got all of that for $1 at this yard sale. And then again at this yard sale, I got 3 more things. These were $1 each. So I got this brass basket. I have loved the look of these. I seen one of these on someone's Instagram a few months back, and I was thinking how I'd like to find one to use it. Now that I have it, I don't know if I'm going to keep it. I don't know. I mean, it's beautiful. The brass is really pretty. It would be cute with like some florals coming out of it, or even some miniature pumpkins in it for the fall time, which is maybe how I will style this, possibly on my bookshelf, but it also looks very country to me. So, I don't know. This may go on eBay, may not. I'm not sure yet. But $1. And I got this one for $1. This little restaurant wear creamer. Has a handle. I've never seen one with a handle like this. It's a Hall brand. You can barely read it. It's really pretty green. I have enough green, and I have enough little creamers. So this one will go on eBay. And I could not leave this behind. It was $1 as well. But it's this miniature candelabra. It is brass. It's solid brass, actually. But I think it is just so pretty. And I have been really into miniature dollhouses recently. They keep popping up on my Instagram feed. And I really want to build one. I do not have a little girl. I have no kids. I do have 2 little nieces that I could make it for them, and they can play with it when they're here. But no, I think it would be really cool. It's such a fun project to build it, design it, build furniture for it. I mean, come on. If I can't afford my own Victorian house right now, why not make a miniature version? You know? So if that is something you might be interested in watching, let me know in a comment, because maybe I can convince not only myself but my husband that it's a good idea. I don't know where I'd put it, but I'll find somewhere. But I got this. I thought this would be very cute in a miniature dollhouse. I'm keeping this. And I found 2 ironstone pieces. So I have a set of 4 saucers in this exact pattern. It's Royal Chinaco. I don't necessarily think this is ironstone. I mean, they could be, but regardless, I love the transfer. And that is what that is what drew me, whatever the word is, to the little saucers that I found. Was this. I think it's so pretty, but I love it. So I found this little bowl for $1. So, love this. And then the other piece I found is actual ironstone. It is a tea leaf rectangular platter. Does have some staining, chip. There is some more like blemishes on the back. It's her stamp. This will be going on eBay. I don't collect these. Not the pattern. The pattern I don't hate that bad, but I don't collect platters. I found that I was getting a lot of them when I first started, and they're just way too big and bulky, and I don't have room for them. So if I ever move into a bigger house, I may start a platter collection, but for right now, these don't bring me happiness. It's mostly the pictures with the edge, and then the bowls and anything green or brown ornate transfer. So this will go on eBay. I don't know when I'm listing it yet, but again, I'll link our shop in the description box if you are interested in anything I list there. Again, if you cannot pull it up, then send me a DM on Instagram and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay, next is something new that I am dabbling in. I've always loved quilts. Handmade quilts. However, I don't love them enough to collect them unless they are in the exact color scheme that I'm drawn to. So like the ones that are multicolor, a Mod Podge of stuff, I don't personally collect those. I know a lot of people do though, but I found some really good quilted pieces, and all of these are handmade. Some of them are hand stitched. Actually, I think all of them are hand stitched actually. But there are, I think, 5 that are valances.
I found a balances for less.
Stop. Does anyone else's just randomly start talking? Anywho, this is a handmade quilted valance, and that's what it looks like. Then this one. Number 2. This one's a little bit longer. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Okay, so there are 5 valances. All of them either have stains or some minor tears that could be repaired. I have not treated any of the stains, however, I have washed them. So they are washed. They would just need to be stain treated. They're pretty minor stains on the front. The back of all of them is white, and most of them are stained up on the back. So I'm not keeping any of these. I bought them specifically for eBay because they were going to be thrown away, and I refused to let something like this be thrown away. Someone put a lot of time and energy into making them, and I appreciate that because I also create things like that, so I have a deep appreciation for it. I just don't collect it. I think they would be absolutely beautiful in a kid's room, especially if you do like a farmhouse style, or even, I mean, just an eclectic style for your little kids' room. They would be very pretty to use as actual valances on a window. Yeah, I really like these. I think they are so precious, and I know someone's going to love them. So they will be going on eBay. I'm probably going to lot all 5 of them up, and I'm not trying to get rich off these. I know a lot of people do, but like I said, I just wanted to save them from going to the trash because someone worked really hard on them and they are precious. So if you're interested in those, let me know in a comment. But yeah, I'm going to lot these up and get them listed. They will be fairly cheaper, you know, because they do have some blemishes and stuff that need fixed. And then there were 2 runners that she also handmade. So this one, let me show you. This one's more like a patchwork style. Very pretty. This would be pretty for summertime, I think, or the transition from spring to summer, because it's got a lot of little prints like that, but it's just a runner. And last but certainly not least is another runner, and it matches kind of. It has some slight variation in the prints. However, they both go together very well. And again, all of these have white backings. So these 2 runners I'm going to list together as well. So those will be a set. I have 3 or 4 more quilted pieces. So if you are a quilt collector, you know how expensive they are, and I mean, rightfully so. But the hand stitched ones can be worth a lot more. These, the patterns themselves were hand stitched, meaning they used needle and thread and sewed it by hand. The lining on this one was machine stitched, but still done by hand. So you can tell. So for the pattern itself, you see how uneven and different that stitching is, and it doesn't go in a line. And then up here, this is a machine stitch because it's straight. These are toppers. So this is a quilt topper, which means this woman put all the time and energy into doing the hard part for you, whoever wants to turn this into a quilt. I would do it myself. However, I'm already working on a quilt project and I don't want to do another one, especially if I'm not going to keep it. So these are toppers. This is the patterns. Please let me know in a comment what the name of this pattern is. That's something I'm still learning, so I don't know yet. But I have this one, and it's just mostly scrap pieces, so they are all different colors, but the pattern is consistent, and it has the turquoise border. I think these are either queen or king size. And again, all of these have minor rips and stains. I have not treated any of that. And obviously, any rips should be able to be fixed. Don't quote me for that, but they should be able to. I haven't thoroughly looked at it. And then I have this other topper. This is her pattern. I could be wrong, but is this called the 4-point star? Maybe I'm completely wrong. Somebody's going to correct me. I know. But yeah, let me know the name of this pattern. It's the same way all the way through. Just a variation of whatever fabrics that she had. This one does not have a border. It is just the pattern itself, which she hand stitched. Just think of the time it took to make this. I mean, cutting the pieces out alone takes literally forever, especially if you don't have a rotary cutter. But then to sit there and hand stitch each and every seam, you guys, if anyone has anything negative to say about how expensive quilts are, listen, they take a lot of time, especially if they're handmade. And stuff like this, you can't go buy in a store. This is precious. This is special. So, we have this topper. She needs to be made into a quilt. This one is beautiful. This is stunning and would be so pretty in a country farmhouse at the 4th of July. However, there are a lot of stains and there are some tears that I don't even think could be repaired. Possibly though. Again, if you're more advanced at this kind of stuff, you know more than me. But look at this pattern. Absolutely beautiful. There's an example of some of the stains. Hopefully you can see it. But this thing, and then here's like one of the seams came undone. That could be fixed. That's an easy fix. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. There's some more stains. And honestly, even with the stains, it would be very pretty to turn into a quilt. Because most of the time when people style these, all they do is stack them in a hutch. Or fold them up like this and stuff them in a basket. Or they'll drape them over the bed. So you could always like ruche it up so that you don't see those stains if you can't get them out. But this is beautiful. Again, this one as well was hand stitched, and then the edging was done by a machine. I think, yeah, the edging was done by a machine. But y'all, I couldn't pass these up. I just want whoever the lady is that made these, I want her to know that I appreciate these and that she done a beautiful job. And I am so sorry that your family did not appreciate them, because they were going to trash them, which is very sad. So I got all of the quilt toppers for $1. Just $1 for all three. All three, not individually. And then these I paid $1 each for because they were finished. So these are just beautiful pieces. All of these will be going on eBay, like I done told you. So if you're interested in any of them, please let me know. And I also have a little bit of information to share with you guys. So a lot of the reason why I picked up so much ribbon is actually because I'm starting a craft bin for my mom's wedding. She has decided that she is finally going to get married to my stepdad. They have been together well over 10 years. Maybe even close, I don't know, maybe over 15 years. They've been together for a long time. I know I was just barely becoming a teenager when they got together, and I will be 28 this year. So I am starting a craft bin for her wedding. She has decided to do it in November, and she's going to do like a real pretty mauve color and an emerald green. It's gonna be so pretty. If my husband and I would have done an actual wedding ourselves, those probably would have been our colors. It's just so pretty together. So I have gladly taken on the role of wedding director, aka I messaged Mom when she told me about them getting married and basically took over planning it, and she's more than happy about it. So she's picked everything. I'm not picking for her. I'm not swaying her in any direction. I want her to get what she wants, but I want it to be special because every woman deserves to have that moment where they feel special. So I want to help her do that. I will be making probably all of the decor, her backdrop, the bouquets, all that stuff. I may even work on her dress and her veil and stuff, so we will see, but I'm very excited about that. So if you are interested in watching me create the decor and everything for the wedding, please let me know in the comments, because I really don't want to put all my time and energy into making wedding decor DIY content if no one's really interested in it. So let me know if you would be, and then I am also going to be the one decorating. So I think I'll be the only one decorating. So I could also film that as I'm putting it all together and making it come to life. Again, let me know if you're interested in that. I will not be sharing any of the footage or anything from the actual ceremony itself because it's her day and I want to respect it. It's not about me. So maybe she will agree for us to see at least one picture of her wedding with her in the picture. But that will be coming up very soon. I'm already getting to work on that stuff, and I am going to be starting my fall decor this week. I need to go outside and go through my bins and see what I got last year. I know I do need to get some new stuff this year. So I'm going to be working on fall decor content, working on some DIYs for Christmas and Halloween and all that fun stuff. Market Days is coming up in September. Y'all, there's a lot happening over here, okay? And had I not been sick for the last basically month, I would have been on here a lot more, I promise. But that is all for this video. I'm going to quit rambling, let you guys go about your day. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!